Good evening. My name is Karen Pottishman. I am one of the VPs in programming, and I want to welcome all of you here tonight. This is our finale, so to speak, where it's December, or end of the year, but it's certainly not the end of the year for our program. We'll be picking up in January where we left off. So this is just a wonderful meeting tonight. We're pleased to have you here. At this point, I'd like to introduce and thank our sponsor for this evening, who is the Training Associates. And I'd like to welcome David, who will share a few bits of information on the Training Associates right now.
We have a vast network of trainers, nearly 30,000 available trainers in our database. Folks, that is a lot of talent.
Hi, my name is Dave Derazinski. I'm with the Training Associates. We're the world's largest provider of contract learning professionals. This is actually my first foray into ASTD, my first visit here. And I have to say the depth and breadth of knowledge that was in this room tonight was just absolutely phenomenal. From a networking standpoint and from a standpoint of being able to pick people's brains and see what other organizations are doing and to talk about things like that, you can't get that anywhere else. This was just absolutely phenomenal from a standpoint of me, just being able to learn a little bit more about ASTD and what other organizations are doing in their training. Thanks for inviting us.
I'd like to thank ASTD for inviting me to speak tonight. And EBSCO has been a sponsor for quite a while of the Greater Boston ASTD chapter. It's a great opportunity, really, for us to share with the community what EBSCO is doing in learning, serving over 1,000 organizations around the world. But it also gives us great insight into the challenges of the learning professional today in the Greater Boston area and worldwide. So we look forward to continuing to support ASTD's Greater Boston chapter. Thank you.
I want to share with you some things that we have learned, both myself personally and at our organization at EBSCO right up on the North Shore, about context and problem-based learning as we work with over 1,000 organizations around the world in learning. What do you need to start accomplishing these things? Well, you need high interest, easily digestible benchmarks and best practices from thought leaders. This is one of the things that we see often, is that too many organizations will look to their industry for best practices and benchmarks. What is the cost of bad information, bad practices and benchmarks and ideas coming into a corporation?
Well, this is my first meeting and I learned a lot of great information here. And on top of that, I won a prize. I'm now a member. It's fantastic and I'll be back in January.